What's up, everybody? Andy again with Sublu Productions, here with T-Bird, Tailor, Holley.
T-Bird, Tailor, Holley. I like it. That's it. I'm here. I'm in the booth.
Yeah, we are in the booth bringing you the final 9 of the 5th annual Weapons of Grass Destruction. It has been a great tournament. We've seen some great golf. It's a challenging course. If you haven't seen the videos before this, pause this, go back and watch them. You won't regret it.
Andy, I don't know, but I feel drama in the air. You just get those feelings sometimes, and I have no idea what's going to happen. I 100% have not seen the results, but it's just a feeling. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, with a course like this,
it's waiting to happen.
It really is. It's waiting to happen, and to start off a back 9 with a hole like this, It is beautiful and it is challenging, but the rewards are there.
Yeah, I mean, this hole can be eagled, this hole can be double bogeyed in a heartbeat. So, more aggressive you get on the tee shot, the more chance you got of scoring great. But obviously, you can throw it in the water off a tee, and then you're still throwing across water the entire way. So, a lot of room for score separation here, which is what makes it fun.
Exactly. We saw Jacob really try to push it round 2.
And much of the same here.
That looks like a lot of a better line. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so far down there. That may be too far.
That is a rocket.
Yeah, he may have to throw back out to the left just to get around the limbs. And Nate just playing his game, man. Smooth little forehand out there in the open. Oh, and Matt electing to go forehand here. Maybe one of those mentally 6-stroke lead with 9 to play shots, right? Because he's chosen backhand here, I think, the first 2 rounds. Really good line for Cam there. Trusted that disc to flip up flat. Got the push he needed. So all these guys should be in pretty good attacking position.
Yep. Oh, Nate actually
playing super safe.
Yeah.
I don't know that I like that play at all, just because if you push into the trees that early, it is extremely difficult to get up to the green for a birdie. Whereas where Matt's at here, if he goes in this tree line, much easier pitch out to get around the corner and have a look. And I would assume Cam is going to go for the green here. Solid shot.
Yeah, maybe a little more safe than I expected too.
The same.
Because he's about to get aggressive on the back 9. Jacob able to push one.
Oh baby. Oh, very nice.
And he's gonna have a fairly clean eagle look.
You can tell he loves this hole. Dialed in, full attack mode. And that looked like he had found a really good line. I caught maybe a late limb and dropped straight down. Yeah.
That was coming in really well. Really good. Really nice.
Really nice.
I'm not really sure the word I needed to use.
Well-placed tree there.
So, judging by, hole 10, how Nate played this, you think he's just trying to gun for a specific position? I mean, more than likely out of it.
That or just does not feel comfortable, with the hole for being aggressive, so just played it super passive in general.
That's true. Might be something, before the tournament, you're just saying, all right, this hole, I'm not going to screw it up.
Right. Yeah, pick your poison out here, and if you don't feel comfortable with this hole, just make sure you play shots that'll get you a 5.
Yeah, I guess if you play too aggressive here, you end up just completely throwing yourself away. So.
And I wondered, I thought maybe somebody's just going to leave a disc out there. You never know. It's happened before. So, Cam, Jacob, birdies. Nate, Matt, pars. Back to this 5 number that if you saw the front 9 here, we bounced around back and forth. Matt and Cam just trading strokes back. About 3 different times, I believe, they went back between 4 and 5. So Hole 11 is a par 5 at 645 feet. One of the more difficult holes throughout the tournament that these guys played. And just an extremely tight, low ceiling tee shot that really needs to play into the middle so you can challenge this corner and then look to get up the hill to have any chance at a birdie. I doubt we'll see 4 guys with 4 birdie looks. We'd probably be surprised to have maybe 1 guy with a birdie look here. So the entryway to the basket is also pretty tight, and then the basket sits on a little knoll where everything after it works its way down to the water. Even though the water's not really in play, it does push the disc back behind the basket. So, and that, my friends, is a good tee shot.
Yep. Yeah, he'll be a little tight on the left side, but if you're going to be on one or the other, that's the side you want to be on. I don't think he got as fortunate as he did the previous round. He got a nice little kick last round. Maybe he'll have something.
Hey,
Out of the hand.
Yeah, and you're gonna hit some trees out here. All you can ask for is to get a kick back to the fairway.
Yeah, true. Wow. 3 for 3 on this tee shot. That's important.
Tasteful,
Tasteful.
like some good cheesecake.
Love some good cheesecake.
Creamy, flavorful, crusty, in a good way.
Wanted it to get left.
It's fine.
I think it did. Yeah, good enough.
Oh, we're gonna see a roller here? I don't know.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, super flex.
What have y'all been doing in Mobile?
Jacob impressed.
I think he's impressed with the kicks both these guys got. I mean, you see where he can. Cam got out to the corner, so and that pushed up there pretty good.
Yeah, it
Fought
really
it a
did.
little bit. Nice shot commitment there.
Yes, it was.
I can respect it. Finished a little left, but hey.
Yeah,
Not-
depending on the tree situation there, you'll have a look.
Yeah, not due to lack of effort.
No. Common trend we see here on this upshot. And at this point, you don't really expect anything less than a good shot for Matteo.
Good approach. Same from Nate there.
Yeah, once you get to the second half of holes like this, it can kind of get boring to watch just because you're almost forced to play so safe.
Yeah, I mean, last thing you want to do is try to get overly aggressive here, and you roll, 20 feet behind a tree, and all of a sudden you don't have a good look at your par comeback putt.
Couple 20-footers.
Nothing like a good 20-footer to get the blood flowing.
A 20-footer sweet spot. Good place to be.
Hey, it's where you make a lot of money.
And you know what hole's next?
Shocker. Matt and Cam trade a stroke again. And we're back to 6. Yep, I'm going to let you have it again, Andy.
Hole number 12. The hardest hole now playing with this round. 616 feet. We've seen it multiple times. There's not much more to be said. I think the play has spoken for itself. Going into this hole, regardless of the position you're in, what are you trying to do here? Are you just trying to somehow find the fairway? What is your idea?
I don't even think birdie is in the realm of things you're thinking about off a tee. If you happen to present yourself with a perfect tee shot, maybe you get aggressive on the second shot and think about it, but I just think you're working towards 2 strokes that get you out of the trees into the open area, and then you can work on your pitch up and par. So no matter what those 2 strokes are, whether it's an average tee shot and just something that gets you out on the second shot, or if it's a great tee shot and then a smart pitch out or whatever, just 2 strokes, get out of this tree line, take a manageable 4 and get off the hole. Because as we saw, this is where part of the meltdown was for Jacob in round 2.
I think Matt has maybe found a tree that you want to hit and land in the middle. Oh wow!
Yeah, and you heard Cam asking for some love because I think he threw a good shot there in round 2 and he got stuck right in between 2 trees. That needs to fight hard. Oh, and it came out. Oh baby. Whew.
Yes, I mean 3 of the 4 in this group actually found themselves near the opening, so pretty well done. Looks like a pitch out here.
One thing you just couldn't do there.
Well, I said they found their way to the gap, but Nate's still got some work.
I mean, the gap is so tight. That's why I'm saying I think you're just looking at 2 strokes to get you out. Like Nate's not trying to challenge the pin here. That's about as good as you could ask for, especially with the water, the soggy green.
Yeah, I mean he found himself inside the circle, so that was beautiful.
We're gonna see a 4-hand roller here.
A little left.
Yeah, I would assume that it would have worked its way left. Not quite sure, but. Yep, and a common place to be in that early right tree. And here's Cam again. Got almost too far down there and into the same tree.
Oh,
well, it's just like we talked about. It's like with that soggy green, it's like you want to push it all the way to the basket because you're not going to get any ground play. Oh. Oh, oh no.
Oh man, so
Matt fell in the nasty.
it's one of those times where you kind of wish you were filming, but
Yeah, you.
he took a pretty hard spill. Wow.
Hey,
Great putt from Jacob.
Yeah. And feet are soaking wet already right at this point.
Just walk through it.
So who cares? And if Cam can find a way here, we will be back to 5 strokes.
What a putt, dude.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure, what he had to look at there, but it didn't bother him, clearly.
I mean, I probably should have found my way to find a line to see the putt, but I wasn't about to walk through all that.
No, and you'd be right behind the basket, you know what I mean? So. Ooh, just enough. That putt is so dainty. It's just like.
Yeah, I don't even know if touch is the word. It's because it's very, or it's got a lot of touch, but
Right.
it's just so soft.
Yep. And Cam with the 3, so we're back to 5 strokes, 6 to play. Moving us on to hole 13. Gonna be a par 4. You're excused, Andy Burns. 409 feet. We all sneeze. We're all human. It's all good. Again, in the lower half of the hardest holes on the course, so not getting a whole lot easier for these guys. More tightness, more woods, more crucial ground play. And again, this basket finishes on a ledge, so really got to be precise with the upshot. Make sure you're a little short and slide into the finish here, not to push the disc too long.
Yeah, and this was the second half of the 2 sevens Jacob took, so you can see from that how difficult it can get if you get off the fairway. Cam kind of cutting off some of that corner.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing here is just get around the corner, right? I mean, even if you're on the left side,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. If you just get around that point and not hit an early tree, all you're really asking for. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with any of those 3 shots so far.
Yeah, like the Nate and Matt both, kind of took a lazy hyzer. Same with Josh. I mean, you could
Josh,
throw
Jacob,
Jacob, I've called him that twice now. I mean, they're good friends. Why not?
Money.
That was beautiful commitment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, footwork, working left to right, and then having to cut through that gap was great. Maybe not quite getting that left finish towards the basket that he was looking for there. I did see hands on the hips.
Obviously getting that tree, but I think Nate should have a look still.
There's a shot getting up to the basket.
And Jacob definitely gonna have a look. So
Probably going to have a 4-stroke swing on this hole from last round for him.
yeah, he's pleased.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he went 4 on the last hole. If he makes a 3 on this hole, taking 7 combined strokes versus what he made as a 7 on just one of the holes. So half the strokes this round versus last round. Pretty crazy. Good putt there from Matt.
You think about it that way. I mean, that right there puts him in contention for the
Yeah.
title.
I'm sure he doesn't want to think about it that way, but those are the facts.
Yeah. Facts.
Good putt from Cam. Having to go straddle there in between the trees. Not
Yeah.
bothering him at all.
No. Hole 13. It's definitely time. You have to be aggressive if he wants to try to win this thing.
These guys just made it look easy. I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to be 3 birdies and a par, so pretty nice stuff. So yeah, Matt keeping the 5 strokes. We got 5 holes left to play.
You looking for quality? What if we told you our steaks start with wood? It's cut, it's dried, and then used to fire our one-of-a-kind grills. Our prime cut certified Angus beef steaks would taste just like any other prime cut steak if we didn't do it our way. Seasoned and cooked to perfection. Now that's quality. Cut and dried. Harvey's. A difference you can taste.
Yep, here's hole 14, par 3, 285. Playing as the easiest hole of the day, 2.6, so definitely under par. I mean, it is the shortest and probably most common throw that you're gonna have. Just a little baby hyzer forehand or a little sky hyzer. As long as it sits down, you got to putt.
And I go back to some of these holes where I feel like I've watched the exact same shot before. I'm fairly certain that is exactly what Cam did last round.
Yeah, and the first round.
Yeah, same spot in the hill, cut roll to the bottom. What a great shot from Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he's just on it.
Jacob's just going to be a little tight.
He went with that same real spike hyzer forehand. Almost dunked it
Yeah.
in round 2. Oh, like that.
Golly, that was identical to Jacob's last round.
I would love to see one go in.
One of those would just drain the bottom of the basket, maybe pop out.
Big putt.
Yes.
I mean, can't afford to give away any strokes at this point.
And Matt is parked.
Yeah. So I had to have it. Good putt from Jacob. One thing that has not let him down
No, not at all.
over the weekend has been his putting.
And that is something you can take with you into the next tournament, whatever event you got going. You know you're putting well, then that is a big confidence booster.
Yep. First star birdie of the
I
round.
think so.
I believe so. Lead staying at 5. Moving in hole 15. Par 4 is 713 feet. Another one of these pretty crucial tee shots. Not quite as hard as some of the other holes we've seen, but definitely still want to be in the correct portion of the fairway because of this, not these 3 trees, but this second level of trees that you need to be able to beat to attack the green here. So going to see a lot of these guys finish on the right side as the disc slowly works its way back left. I think that gives you the best angle at the hole, a forehand angle into it, without having to flex or anything. But as long as you're not up in the woods to the right, you should be able to kind of find some way to navigate a disc up here to get yourself a look at the 3.
And this is the one we saw, the big slam dunk from downtown. Matty special.
Yeah, this is when Matt really got going last round. It was late in the round, but he was really hitting some big putts to make sure he capped off a really good, well-played round. And Cam is right behind that tree.
Beautiful tee shot. Just ended up right there at it.
I love Matt's finishes.
And he got what he needed.
Beautiful drive there too. That's pumped.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Good looking shot.
Yeah.
Don't see many people take it into that middle gap there. A little bit shorter, but really nice position.
He knew it too. He was trying to push it along.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here we go. Cam just stymied behind this tree, so gonna have to get real crafty with this. Oh, that's on a fantastic line. Finish right. Oh, what a
Wow.
shot. What a shot.
Nice stable disc to trust it and flex with the skip. That was pretty.
Fantastic shot from Matt.
But it's so tough to just keep seeing Matt just shot after shot
Yep.
execute.
Yeah, I mean, just know he's not opening the door at all. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just like playing near perfect disc golf.
And we've talked about it multiple times. When you don't have a perfect hole, you got to limit it to just a bogey. And when Cam has made a mistake, he hasn't taken a large number. But every time that happens, Matt is, parring or getting a birdie. So.
Yeah. Good effort. Just a little outside the comfort zone. And another big putt. You gotta have it. Matt's parked.
Moment of silence.
Oh, okay. All right. That hurt. Like watching that hurt. Oh. Well.
It was so soft, too. It was just
Jeez.
it's tough.
I got nothing else for it.
And you got 3 holes left. I mean, he had to have that.
Yep. Well,
Moving on to hole 16. 376 feet. Once again, most players will be throwing the wide lift, angle, hyzer shot with the forehand. Got to fly through the middle of a hole like this with the drone. Maybe somebody will take it. If you do take it, you got to keep it pretty low and get that little skip towards the basket. But other than that, it's a hole that these pros, especially on lead card final round, are expecting a birdie.
Yeah, should be dunk city here, as long as they get around that last tree on the left. Yeah.
And Matt just in cruise control.
Yeah, I mean, you could give up a stroke a hole here and still win by 3. And I think, this is one of those, obviously these guys are checking scores online, but even for the viewer at home watching the film here, one of those courses where the separation was so big and the course is so difficult that I don't think you worry about anyone coming back from chase card.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where Matt's at, you know what I mean? So he just knows all he has to do is worry about Cam.
Nate's had a bunch of those putts where he's just slightly off.
Had his chances.
Yep.
Buckets.
You look back at all 3 of these rounds, there's been a couple, I don't know, 3 or 4 max maybe, that Cam really kind of chained out or got a really unlucky bounce. But then to look at the scores and know he's been 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I forget what hole it is, but the levy hole. I mean, I think he went like OB all 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 3 strokes right there. That if you stay in bounds on that hole, this is a whole different game we're talking about. So Matt still with 6-stroke lead, moving into hole 17. Only got 2 left, so can play pretty conservative here, you would think, to finish strong. But hole 17, a beautiful 717-foot par 4 that these guys are going to pump a shot that challenges the center tree, probably breaks off the right, and then finishes up the hill. And then you'll be looking down over a ridge into a pretty little green that gets infinitely easier the farther you can get your disc up the fairway. So again, guys going to be aggressive off the tee, going to try to push as much as they can, and then they can just work a forehand into this hillside here.
Yeah, and something you mentioned a second ago, Matt being able to kind of just take his foot off the gas a little bit. Something he did a really good job of, especially this round with that lead, is I think his game plan was to be slightly aggressive. And until that tee shot, of course, when I say something about it, I think his confidence in his drives was huge, crucial, because he kept the foot on the gas and had the momentum just continue to ride.
Pretty shot there from Cam. Maybe a little left to where you want to be, but just fine. Yeah, but and I think you're absolutely right. And what's nice where Matt is because of that game plan. Now, even with a shot like what just happened, he can just take some smart out. I mean, he doesn't have to get any kind of aggressive or compound issues. Just go ahead and play for your 4 at this point and don't even worry about it. Or play for a 5 even. I mean, it's like the stroke's there. So.
No harm.
Nah. I'm looking at the basket now.
If that misses that tree, though, that's a phenomenal shot.
Mm-hmm. Jacob just didn't really have the line you needed to try to go at it there, so I think he hit that tree on the right side. That tree there, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Eating everybody's disc up. Cam in prime position.
Yeah, as you said in the flyover, the further down here you get, the easier that shot the upshot gets. And this is a perfect example.
Doink. A little short.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have some work left to do. It would just cap off around here if Matt just slammed this in the basket. Oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh, me.
Jeez, get out of here, dude.
Knowing that was coming, and when you said that, I was
God.
like, if only it had been an inch lower.
Wow.
He skipped off pretty good ways, though.
Good putt. Good
Big
three.
Yep.
Nice putt. Pure.
Yep.
It's only going to give one back, which is, not that even two would have mattered, but you don't want to do anything
No.
going into this 18th hole to even just think about it. I mean, many strokes as you can get and just keep a confident pace is great. So,
What did he have? 6 going into this hole?
yeah, so it's still got 5 going into 18.
Yeah, and not that 4 strokes is like a close run, but if you put it back to 4, if you take a 5 there, it's just slightly in your head.
Right, yeah. And, just missing the putt, and you just don't want to do it. It's a great putt there. Andy, take us home.
Yep, so here is the 18th par 4, 691 feet. You've seen it on the other 2. It's a beautiful finishing hole. You got to advance past this sidewalk that we saw Mr. Coghill kind of get just stuck there a little too low, so you got to have that height on the disc. Get through the gap. Further down here that you get, obviously the better. Just makes your upshot a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about carrying the water as much.
Say it again, man. It's a pretty finishing hole.
It really is. Fantastic.
Both challenging and difficult. Challenging and beautiful. Great shot from Cam. Fantastic.
Yeah, and when you thought it couldn't get better than round 2, that might be better.
Yeah. Solid shot.
Mm-hmm.
Come back. It did a little. Probably not going to be able to attack the green from there, but stayed out of the parking lot. I think I've been impressed with Nate's game, man. It's nothing big and flashy, but it is just smooth and accurate. It's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
Come back. Trying to get too much. I think they're just doing way more than what he could do from a knee.
Yeah.
Great shot. Settle. Oh yeah. Well played tournament, Nate.
Yep.
This guy right here is just on another level.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
you play a tournament that solid. I don't care what course it's at, where it's at. You're not getting beat.
Yep.
All parts of his game were a B+ minimum.
Yeah, I mean that's like back when he was on Lead Cart Pro Worlds. Just playing that level, that caliber of disc golf. Beautiful to watch. And this putt, and 4 more after it if he needs it, to be your 5th annual Weapons of Grass Destruction winner. Great tournament.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I smelt or tasted in the air because it was not a lot of drama. It was something, but not drama.
It wasn't. I think it was the knowledge of the amount of chances anyone had.
Or just the taste of great play, maybe. And you know what I mean? That's what it was instead. But good tournament from Cam as well. Jacob had a great tournament minus 2 holes. Seriously, I mean, you take those 2 holes back, and he's 5 or 6 strokes off the lead there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and then again, Nate played good as well. Enjoyed watching him. So, fun tournament. Awesome. Hate that I missed it, but glad you got to film it. And there you go. There's your final leaderboard, Josh. Great final round. Come back and snag 4th place.
For sure. And you see the scores. I mean, Matt over 7th place, 21 strokes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And you're thinking like, these players just didn't play very well. It just shows how good he plays. This place is just unreal. The challenge is next level. So anyone looking to play somewhere hard and great, this is your place.
Yeah, I think it's fair. It's tough, but it's fair. So,
But yeah, so big thanks to all the sponsors, everybody that had anything to do with the event. Be looking for the next time we get to go out there. Until next time.
appreciate it, guys.
Peace.
Peace.